Greetings and welcome to the next episode of the Money Making Strategy Series. Today I want to talk about growth. I want to talk about growing your agency business. And I want to talk about fast growth or faster growth. And it's my opinion, based on my own experience and my own growing an agency very quickly to a very significant amount over time, that the best way to do it, if you can, is to grow organically and fold in some acquisitions when you can, when you're ready. Many of the agents that we've worked with over the years have used that strategy. They've built it into their operational planning, their future planning for their agency, and we've been able to help them make that happen for themselves. In addition to that, we've had a couple of agents as of late who have, I'll slow down when I say this, doubled the size of their agency just like that through a smart acquisition. And let me say this as well. I had an emergency session with a UPP member yesterday afternoon and this morning on a deal that was not a smart acquisition deal. So not all of them are good ideas. In fact, let me just share the thought process I gave that agent yesterday afternoon that led to a conversation with the seller, which caused them to determine, no, it wasn't a good idea. I'm going to share that with you right now. It came from my days of real estate investing. It was outside the industry, okay? And I was working with a mentor, which I strongly encourage you to always be doing that. I was working with a mentor, and we were driving around looking at properties, and he said, always keep two things in mind if a deal comes up, especially if it appears to be a good deal. One, why is this happening to me? And two, why is this happening to me now? Digest that one, okay? And that agent asked themselves that question when they were asking the great pointed questions that I counseled them to ask, and they found out that it was not a good idea. Anyway, back to acquisitions. It's also been my observation within the last year that there's a lot of these larger organizations out there that are throwing around a lot of money, but because of interest rates and other things that are going on, they've run out of cash, or they don't want to access the cash. Therefore, they want to give people stock. Is that a good idea? I will also say that a lot of the sellers out there don't really want their books going to these organizations. They would rather have somebody local. And so a lot of the deals that we're supporting our members on have been local deals where the sellers want a local agent who's going to take excellent care of the clients. And so they've been very responsive to getting creative on how they're going to structure the deal. It's possible. And we keep helping agents close those types of deals. So keep your eyes open and your ears open all of the time for those possible opportunities. Because of the aging agency ownership force out there, there's going to be consistent opportunities available into the future. And the hardening market, it's not lessening that at all. In fact, it's making more come to the table because they just can't handle it anymore. But I know that's not you. I know you're going to continue to grow. And what I also want you to think about, this happened at our All UPP Mastermind, the most recent one that we had the day before boot camp. We were talking about what is the value of your agency in your end game? And how does this deal contribute to that? Digest that one. I would love to have a discussion with you about that if it makes sense, because ultimately that's the goal. I can tell you from personal experience that the most recent one that we did, we doubled what we paid for it in less than 3 years because we were thinking like that all of the time. So what about you? Do you have a documented plan? We had, as part of our marketing strategy on our agency vision plan, a documented acquisition strategy. What about you? If you don't have one of those, I would strongly recommend you get one of those together right away, and we can help you with that. If you'd like to talk more, let's connect on an agency strategy session. There's a link somewhere around this episode where you can just click on that link. We'll get set up. We can have a quick conversation and we can talk about this stuff in greater detail. I hope this agency strategy or this money-making strategy episode has helped you. And I can't wait to support you and help you with your growth strategy into the future. And if this episode has made a difference for you, please share the one thing you got out of this episode in the comments below and make sure that you forward this episode to somebody else you care about so we can help them continue to grow and flourish as well. Until then, I'll see you in the next episode. And remember, be unstoppable. I'll see you in the next episode. My name is Mike Stromsoe. I'm widely recognized as the leading author, speaker, and coach for the independent insurance agency industry. You can find me at unstoppableprofitproducer.com.